my channel, Dr. Zagga. Today we are going to look at alcohol, and in this we are going to look at the benefits and the side effects or disadvantages of taking in alcohol. But before we move on to the actual lecture, let's take a look at the metabolism of alcohol in our body. So when you take in alcohol, it is being broken down to acetaldehyde. And then acetaldehyde is converted to acetic acid. Now the enzyme that helps to convert alcohol to acetaldehyde is alcohol dehydrogenase. We have alcohol dehydrogenase. So because the substrate is alcohol, and the enzyme actually just removes one hydrogen atom from alcohol to form acetaldehyde, we say the enzyme is called alcohol dehydrogenase. Dehydro to mean that it takes out a hydrogen atom. And then the enzyme that converts acetaldehyde to acetic acid is acetaldehyde dehydrogenase. So because the substrate is acetaldehyde, the enzyme's name begins with acetaldehyde. And this enzyme also removes a hydrogen atom from acetaldehyde to form acetic acid. So then the enzyme's name is acetaldehyde dehydrogenase. Now, one benefit of alcohol is that, or let me start with the disadvantages. Now, a major side effect or disadvantage of taking in excessive amounts of alcohol is having a liver problem. So most of the time, people who consume alcohol in very large amounts on a daily basis are at risk of having liver conditions such as ascites. Ascites is when you have fluids accumulating around your abdominal region, and it's due to a person consuming large amounts of alcohol. And this ascites also can increase the risk of the person getting an infection such as SBP, spontaneous bacterial peritonitis. Now, let's see the benefits of alcohol. So mainly the brunt of the effect or the negative effect of alcohol is on the liver. Now let's see the positive sides of taking in alcohol. Now alcohol in itself is a source of energy generation. And from this reaction, we are seeing that acetic acid or acetate is being produced. Now, this acetate promotes lipolysis. So, the acetate produced from metabolism of alcohol is able to promote lipolysis. And lipolysis lipo means fat. Lysis means to break down. So lipolysis means that alcohol or the acetate helps you to break down fat. And so hardly would you see an alcoholic being somewhat big in size or being overweight. Most of them are usually very slim, and it's due to this action of alcohol. So the acetate produced is able to promote lipolysis where you have breakdown fats under the skin or anywhere you have fats. It's able to break it down, and it helps you to reduce weight. So this is one positive side effect of alcohol. The other thing too is that now alcohol is able to also help with the production of cholesterol carrying agents, like we call them the VLDLs and then the HDLs. So intake of alcohol, a moderate consumption of alcohol elevates these levels. And what these do is that they take cholesterol from the peripherals and then send them back to the liver to be excreted. So secondly, you see that alcohol has a positive role to play in helping you to reduce cholesterol in your peripherals, and by so doing it prevents you from getting inflammatory conditions or conditions that are related to LDLs or steroids, cholesterol, that. All right. Now alcohol also has a diuretic function. Now, when we say diuretic, we mean that alcohol helps you to pee a lot, or it removes water from your body, and this actually goes a long way to reduce or regulate the blood pressure of people who consume alcohol, and it's actually a positive effect. And then lastly, we'll look at a molecule called the lipoprotein A. Now the lipoprotein is, and the name, like let's say LDL or VLDL, and it contains molecules we term as A, so lipoprotein A. Now this molecule, a higher concentration of this molecule increases one's risk of getting inflammatory conditions. So we say this hormone is a pro-inflammatory molecule. So what we mean by pro-inflammatory is that it increases your risk of getting inflammatory conditions such as heart attack, heart failure, atherosclerosis, and the others. But consuming moderate amounts of alcohol it helps you to reduce the levels of this molecule, that's lipoprotein A. And by reducing this, we are saying that your levels of inflammation are also going to reduce, and your risk of getting conditions like heart attack, atherosclerosis, and the others are also going to be reduced. So in essence, all I'm saying is consume alcohol in moderate amounts, and with this amount you are going to see the benefits of alcohol. If you consume alcohol in an immoderate way, you're going to, even though you may have these benefits, you're also going to have this liver problem. And then the other side of alcohol moderation is that once you start taking alcohol in moderation, you start to experience all these positive effects. What happens if you stop or you quit drinking alcohol? Now, alcohol suppresses all these. So the benefits, you're going to experience all these, your cholesterol levels will be reduced, your inflammatory will be reduced, diuretic action, you will have it and all that. But once you stop abruptly taking alcohol, all these chemicals, the acetates promoting the lipolysis and VO are all going to spring up. So if you are suppressing them, they are all going to have their full effect back, and that even makes it risky. You are going to be at risk of getting atherosclerosis, the heart attack, and then the heart failure. So in effect, once you start taking alcohol in moderation, try and let it be a daily habit, at least in moderation, not something too much, at least something that will keep you going for the day. Thank you, and I hope we've learned a lot. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Dr. Zagga. On this note, we'll meet again. Bye.